firstly, why has there been so much confusion as to the status of the North Korean dictator?
Because there are some people who don't want us to know certain things. I mean, he's been missing in action for a while. It was reported that he had a heart surgery, and no one has denied that. What the problem has been is how he's done after the heart surgery. Probably a series of stents were put in. And then some people said he was brain dead, and some people said he was convalescing, and some people said he was seen in a resort city and someone else on a train. None of this is actually true. I mean, we don't know how he's doing it. All we know is that he's disappeared and that he's had heart surgery, and we don't know how he's done. And he was at a private hospital with his own private doctors and all the rest of it, though that could probably kill you too. But the thing is that the assumption is that he is gravely ill, or he would have shown his face, because in a country like that, you have to go to your grandfather's National Day celebration. It's very important in a authoritarian society to show everybody who's in control. So look, there's something very curious about this. The South Koreans say they don't know much about it, and they have to, because they don't want to be accused of destabilizing the regime. But just imagine if he is incapacitated. Let's forget the point that he might be dead, brain dead. If he's capacitated, there would be a power struggle going on behind the scenes about who takes over. I mean, it's a big country. It's got a lot of resources and assets, and more important than that, it's got an arsenal of nuclear weapons, probably 30 to 35, which is of great concern to both Beijing and Washington and to the people on the Korean Peninsula. So it's a big story. And the thing is, we just don't know where he is. I mean, this is bigger than Amelia Earhart going missing. And this guy is an important character. He doesn't run the whole show, by the way. He's always been in cahoots with the military. So if there is something going on, it's the military maneuvering. Now he's got a sister who carries a dynastic bloodline, and keep in mind that this is a dynastic communist family. And she might be there to sort of bridge over things, but I doubt in a reactionary society like North Korea, which doesn't have any women in high places, that they would accept her as his successor. But she might hold the fort until his sons, and he's got 2 or 3 children, according to the New York Times, that one of his sons is ready to take over. So it's a great mystery, and of course it's of great importance, because North Korea has threatened its neighbors, including Japan, Guam, the United States, and others. And what happens there is very crucial, because if there's a misunderstanding or a miscalculation or an inadvertent act, we could have a war in that peninsula we do not want.
No, absolutely. Look, I mean, while this is also going on, Professor, there's speculation that North Korea has been hiding positive coronavirus cases. They've already publicly reported 0 infections. Is it possible that North Korea is keeping this a secret?
Well, yes. Look, North Korea has practiced coronavirus drills. I've seen pictures of their officials with the mask on. They've informed their people. What they haven't informed anybody of is, who may have passed away. Now, I know there's a lot of traffic over that Chinese border, and they do have their own embassies, their own diplomats coming back from time to time. Look, it's possible it's there. Authoritarian regimes don't like to share data, and it's not because they don't want to share the data. Maybe they might want to. They don't know how to. I mean, North Korea is not a very forthcoming regime, but keep in mind that with the death of the North Korean leader, we have absolutely no idea where he is. With the number of coronavirus victims, or COVID-19, we have absolutely no idea. So what I think we should do is just sort of look at those 2 numbers, 0 and nothing, and figure out that this is an attempt to keep it from the outside world.
Yeah.
These guys don't let anything out of the bag.
No.
And by the way, if they don't like what someone's saying, the North Korean authorities say it in very clear terms the next day. So there's something going on. So as Ellis found out, it's becoming curiouser and curiouser.
It certainly is. It has been fascinating, and I'm sure more to come as well. Now, just finally, Professor, this week we saw Donald Trump raise the possibility of injecting disinfectant into patients to treat COVID-19. He's since responded to that. We just have a bit of audio of what he said. Let's listen in.
No, I was asking a question sarcastically to reporters like you, just to see what would happen.
Professor, there we go. He said that he was being sarcastic when he made the comments. Do you think that the comments were ill-natured?
Well, look, if he was sarcastic or ill-natured, it was completely dumb to send that message to the American people that they can put Clorox and Lysol into their bloodstreams to solve a problem. Now, I think it was a mistake all the way around, and I think he's going to be lessening his press conferences because the Republicans are getting some very bad national and state polling. And I'll tell you one thing: the senators and the congresspeople in the Republican Party, they don't want that down ticket effect on them. If there is a mad rush to vote against this man in November 2020, which is less than 190 days away, they don't want to go down with him. So they're afraid of losing the Senate, and they don't want to lose their congressional seats. And so they're going to try to rope him in. But look, nothing about this guy makes any sense to a lot of people. Now, I'm just going to leave you with a thought here that I've heard since 2016 that was brought to my attention by some fellow from PBS News. He says that the Republicans, the Trump supporters, take him seriously but not literally. His critics take him literally but not seriously. So that's probably where we are today. I think that covers it pretty much.
I think that sums it up very well. Certainly very interesting comments, have done quite well on social media as well. Professor Joe Siracusa, appreciate your time. Thank you so much.